Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to talk to you about homocysteine and methylation and why it's essential to actually know what your homocysteine levels are before you even start to think about treating methylation. So I'll pull you into my pathway planner so you can have a look. So here we've got homocysteine. Now homocysteine has two essential roles in the body. One is to make SAM, and the other is to make glutathione. So SAM is the body's major methyl donor and glutathione is the body's major antioxidant. When we test homocysteine, the ideal level in the blood is 7. If it's high, so heading up 9, 10, 11, 12 and even higher than that, what's happening is homocysteine is getting trapped. Okay, and the main reasons for that are going to be a deficiency in methylcobalamin, so that's methyl B12, which is caused by a lack of intake of animal protein or gut issues. So low hydrochloric acid will prevent you breaking down your protein to actually extract your B12. Or if you've got dysbiosis, whether that's SIBO in the small intestine or dysbiosis in the large bowel, that's also going to hinder your ability to absorb your methyl B12. The other reason is going to be an MTHFR gene mutation. So here's MTHFR gene here. It takes folate from food and converts it into methylfolate. We know having a gene mutation on MTHFR causes a reduction in functioning of this enzyme, and therefore a reduction in the amount of methylfolate you have available. So methylfolate moves up here, it binds with methylcobalamin, and the reason it does that is for homocysteine to be moved through here, and we say it gets remethylated to methionine. Then methionine goes on to make S-adenosylmethionine, the methyl donor. Okay, so homocysteine can also move through this short route using the BHMT enzyme, which is a zinc-dependent enzyme, and it needs choline. Okay, so your body, if you are deficient in methylfolate and you start and methyl B12 and you start actually using this short route to remethylate homocysteine to methionine, you're going to start using up a lot of your choline, and you can be deficient in choline. Okay, and choline makes phosphatidylcholine, which is important for cell membranes, the myelin sheath, which is the protecting coating over the nerves, as well as making bile acid. So you actually become deficient in both methylfolate and both choline. Now methylfolate is extremely important for pregnancy, and so is choline, as choline's essential for making the baby's brain. So if homocysteine's high, we need to understand the reasons why and start allowing it to move through these pathways. Also, if it's high, well then you could really say that, you know, it's trapped, you're not making enough methyls, you're not methylating well. The other thing with homocysteine is that it moves down this pathway to make glutathione. Now glutathione is your body's major antioxidant. When you have inflammation, glutathione sequesters the free radicals that occur with inflammation. So some of the major causes of inflammation are going to be chronic gut issues, IBS, SIBO, even having multiple parasites or food intolerances will cause a lot of inflammation. If you've got heavy metal toxicity, that will cause inflammation and a real high need for glutathione, as well as a lot of autoimmune diseases which are inflammatory in their nature. They'll be using a lot of glutathione. So if you test homocysteine, it comes in low at like 4 or 5, that's because homocysteine, the cysteine amino acids being pulled down to make cysteine here, which is the precursor to glutathione. Okay, so what's then happening is you don't have good amounts of homocysteine to remethylate to methionine to make SAM. So then you're not going to be methylating well either. The other thing that happens when this pathway is running too fast, so if your homocysteine's low, we say that this is a upregulation of this transsulfuration or CBS pathway. And to do that, to pull homocysteine down this pathway, you need a lot of B6, okay? So what's going to happen is you're going to become deficient in B6 because you're using all your B6, and B6 is an extremely important nutrient for the synthesis of neurotransmitters, dopamine, serotonin, GABA. So it can actually cause a lot of problems with mood. This is a really complicated pathway. I will talk to you a lot more about this pathway, but I just really wanted to flag how you obviously can't start with these pathways and fixing them if you don't know what your homocysteine levels are.